Rule 1, look good.
Look good.
Rule 2, don't get lost. Rule 3, if you get lost, remember Rule 1. Hey, what's up? This is Mark from Northwest Bourbon. I'm here with Will from Northwest Bourbon. What's up, Will?
Not much. Looking forward to getting into this.
All right, so we're at Will's new bar. He just got this bad boy installed in his house not too long ago. Him and his wife did a lot of work, and it looks freaking amazing. It is fantastic.
Thank you.
It's so much different the last time. If you look at when we talked about the old Soldier Distillery, we filmed here, just like right there. But it looked completely different because he remodeled his house. COVID does crazy things to all of us, I know. Dude, it's awesome. I really like this. We're going to have to start filming here all the time. So what we're going to get into first on this very special. All right, so we're first going to get into Dry Fly. This special single barrel of Dry Fly is 117.4 proof. It's from Spokane, Washington. Dry Fly is one of the first distilleries in Washington State. They did a lot in trailblazing, especially on the legal side of the house, to get distilleries to be able to do what they can do now in the state. And so I just picked this bad boy up at Total Wine 2 days ago, and I got it intentionally to try with you.
It's hard to find.
Yeah, Dry Fly is not easy to find, and I hope to find more of their stuff to review it. And so we're going to start off the night with a sip of Dry Fly. As we know, this is a single barrel, so it's not going to be their, baseline flavor profile, but it's going to show us a little bit of what they can do, if you know what I mean. All right, cheers, buddy.
Ooh. Yeah, caramel.
Wow. That's a lot of caramel.
Ooh, butterscotch.
Yep.
Kind of like that butterscotch candy.
Yeah. All I smell is sweetness. I barely smell any wood or any ethanol. It said it's 117 proof, right? Yeah, it's 117.4.
I feel like
and
it's gonna be sweet.
All I smell is butterscotch and caramel. That's amazing. See if it translates. Cheers.
Okay.
A lot of that sweetness right on the front.
Yeah.
It starts getting a lot darker and heavier and spicier on the back of your tongue. Great Kentucky hug.
Yes. Not too much, not too aggressive, but like
it's so warm.
A cuddly hug.
It's so cuddly.
It's good.
It's a big bear. There it is.
It's really good.
There it is. That Washington Craft State Distillery flavor note of the artificially flavored whipped cream or frosting. Taste that in almost every Washington State craft distillery. I got it on the second
On the
sip.
second. I was going to say I didn't on the first.
I did not get it on the first.
You get it? Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm going to have to contact Dry Fly and see if we can get some more stuff from them, because the stores out here just don't have it. And I know on their website they have a really big lineup, and that is freaking good.
That's delicious.
I really like it.
Yeah.
That'd become a regular hitter for me.
Man, yeah.
At
117 proof, I would have guessed it 100.
The only reason why I would say that I can tell it is in that 115 range is because of the hug and the dryness on the back of the underside of the back of your tongue, the very back of your cheeks starts to get a little drying. There's a little bit of a tingle there. When it gets up above 120 above, the tingle is more all over.
Yeah. That's good though.
The proof is in there, but it's sneaky because it's so sweet and smooth and rich and creamy.
It's like a dessert.
Dude, good job, Dry Fly.
Yeah.
This was like $50 at Total Wine. It is a Total Wine store pick. But this really makes me want to get into more offerings from Dry Fly. Just going to put you right there so you can stay in the camera because you're pretty. All right, so what you see this beautiful lineup is that me, Will, and Chester, who couldn't come out and play today, all went in on a special package of Lux Row single barrel cast strength bottles. There was a 3-pack of Rebel and a 3-pack of Ezra Brooks. All 6 are from different barrels. All 6 are cast strength. 3 Rebels, 3 Ezras. We all went in on it together. So each one of us get one of the bottles. Each one of us get a Rebel. Each one of us get an Ezra. But who gets what? Because they're all single barrels. There might be slight variances between them. So what we're going to do is we're going to pour a glass of each one of them and try them. And we're going to vote on which one we like the best. Like I like this one number 1. This one's number 2. This one's number 3 on the Rebels, right? And now if me and him both pick the same first place, then we've got to do a little game, a little competition for it. If all 3 of us somehow chose different first places, then all of us get our first place choice, right? And with Chester, since he wasn't able to come and play with us, we're gonna give him a call after we do our tastings and have him throw a big old wrench in our plan. Cause that all right. So let's get into it. I kind of want to do the Ezra first because I know that I love Rebel. I know I love Rebel. So I think if I start with Rebel, I don't know if I'll be disappointed in Ezra Brooks because I've never had it. The cast strength single barrel Ezra Brooks, I've never had it before.
I have not either.
Okay.
These are all a mystery to me. So.
So yeah, this is the 998, right? No, this is the 066. So if you keep your glasses in the order of the bottles.
Yep.
So far right, put the 066, the one you just poured. The next one is going to be your 887. I'm talking about the last 3 numbers of the serial numbers. The only thing we got to really differentiate between the glasses. And I numbered the bottom of my cups just in case I mess it up when I'm doing, you versus you. Because I might mess it up.
And we started off with 117 proof, so.
That's true.
I mean.
All right, so these are special picks from Bourbon Pursuit. If you don't know Bourbon Pursuit, they've got one of the biggest bourbon podcasts out there. They put retro comic book stickers on them, and so it just makes the bottles that much more fun. All right, you want to go left or right?
Sure.
Okay. Much more vanilla and wood.
Yeah, it's not as sweet as the dry fly for sure on the nose, anyway.
Yeah, man.
It's nice though.
The dry fly is a whole different world. I had to reset my palate and get back into this. There is a candy note in there. Deep in there, there's some type of candy.
You ever had one of those? It's almost like a vanilla cupcake with a little candy, little specks. That they throw on there, confetti
that are almost salty.
Yeah.
Where it's like you expect sprinkles to be really sweet because it's just like compressed sugar.
Sprinkles.
But those confetti ones almost have a spice to them, like a saltiness.
Yeah, that's more what I'm.
Ooh, it's got a richness to it. There's a really dark richness in there, almost like a black licorice. Man, that is weird. That's good, though.
Coats the tongue well. Like it just doesn't hit only the front. It just kind of...
Do you not get black licorice on that?
No. Maybe. So I don't like black licorice, and I like this. So it's hard to make that connection.
Yeah.
I get... So, did you ever have like root beer hard candy?
Yes.
That's what I get off of it. Is kind of that root beer hard candy flavor.
Yeah, because they're shaped like little barrels.
Yeah, those. That's what I'm getting. So, which is similar, I think, to black licorice.
I'm gonna start smelling number 2.
Okay.
This one's smelling more red than that one. I
Yes.
smell the color.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wow, that tastes a lot different than that one. I think it's more medicinal than the first one.
Really? So far, are you liking the first one more than the second one? That's right.
Man, the dark richness of the first one is better than the second one. But there's a light fruitiness in the second one that I do like.
I'm the reverse.
Yeah?
Yeah. Of course, if Chester was here, he'd throw it off. But right now, it sounds like you're liking the first one. I like the second one.
No, that's good. That's good then.
Right.
All right, let's see what C has. C is the 066. Yeah, I kept them in order so far.
Ooh, I get honey on the nose.
Oh, and right on the tip of the tongue.
Mm-hmm.
And then it stays there. The honey is very viscous.
We might be competing for this one.
Oh, F yes.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Man, I'm going to do a little side by side. But as of right now, I am 3-1-2.
I'm 3-2-1.
That is just a honey bomb.
Yes.
Goodness.
What were those honey candies that are super chewy?
Bit of honey.
Bit of honey.
Yeah.
That's what I get.
So you are 3-2-1, and I'm 3-1-2.
Yep. It's close. All three, you wouldn't be disappointed to have on your bar.
No, you wouldn't. Roman.
Come on, Loman. The Seahawks aren't even in the Super Bowl.
Please leave your message for...
Well, your flavors weren't the same as mine. Because I wrote them down as black licorice, medicinal cherry, and honey bomb.
Actually, that works for me because, like I said, I would go more the root beer than the black licorice, but I can definitely see where you're getting the black licorice from.
So should I send him the last three and say pick a number? Or send him those three flavor notes and tell him pick a flavor? Because whichever one we do on this one, I'm doing opposite on that one. I'll give him the notes on the Rebel. I'm sending him numbers on Ezra. Like I said, I'll do one on the one and one on the other. So what we did is we poured Chester a sample of each bottle. And so he's got a sample from all 6 of these bottles waiting for him because he went in on it with us. We're not going to leave him out like that.
Right.
So he's going to be able to try all of them. But he's not here to taste it with us and try them. And so Will and I both voted the same number 1. Okay, we both liked we both liked glass number 3. Last 3 in the serial number is 066 of the Ezra books. And so now we've got to play a game to compete for it. And to assist us in this game is a little help from Side Action Gaming.
Okay. Popping these open.
Alright, so what we're doing is we're moving over here to the table. We're going to do like a minute to win it type game. If you guys don't know Side Action Gaming, you got to look them up. If you're a big man with big friends and you like to do big things, then these big man dominoes are the ones for you. Every one of these packs has big manly sized dominoes. It's got dice, it's got playing cards, and it's got a little spot in there to stash whatever else you want to stash in there.
There was a cigar, but I smoked it.
And so what we're going to do is we're going to play a minute to win it style game where both of us have 28 dominoes and we have 60 seconds to start from the edge of the table, use all 28 dominoes and go in a horseshoe so the last domino falls off the table when we push it over. Whichever one of us does it quicker and in 60 seconds wins the top bottle. Yeah?
Yeah, let's do it.
Good?
Good.
Wait. Dude, my horseshoe's looking like a candy cane. Oh man.
Oh no.
I just want the last one to fall off the table, not all these ones.
How did you do that? Fine, you get the number 3.
Oh man.
Not my game.
Dude, that was so funny. Alright, transitioning back over to the bar. Dude, that was so much fun.
For you, because you won.
Thank you. Thank you. Alright, so still waiting to hear back from Loman. If he doesn't hit us back by the end of our games, then he just he gets the other ones. Basically. So I'm taking home 066. And you're taking home 887. You smell that or something?
Yep, that's the one.
All right, so if Loman doesn't come in and throw a wrench in it, which he still has the option to, because he went in on it as equally as we did. So he can still throw a wrench in it if he gets there before we're done with the Rebels.
Okay.
If he doesn't hit us up before we're done with the Rebels,
Game over.
Game over for him.
All right.
Sorry, Loman. Not really. All right, let's get on to these Rebels. Okay, so we've got, 702, 725, and 391. Let's do right to left.
Right to left?
Left to right.
Left to right.
That's what I said. It smells like a really soft, like a caramel ice cream.
Yeah.
Because ice cream's not very fragrant, right? And so if you opened a thing of like caramel flavored ice cream, you're like, oh, it smells a little caramely, a little rich, creamy, milky, vanilla, but it's not very potent.
It definitely doesn't have the strong nose that the Ezra Brooks did.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot more mellow on the nose.
I agree.
It's not bad.
Completely agree.
But it makes me wonder what the taste is going to be.
There's something red down there in the bottom, though. Like a red berry, or like a cherry flavored lotion. Like it has a weird. There's more ethanol than there was on the Ezra.
Yeah, it's kind of masking the notes.
Right.
A little bit.
All right, get into it. That has like a medicinal fruit flavored cough syrup. It's drying my cheeks. What proof is that? What's 120? That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
No wonder it's drying my cheeks.
I'm getting a little more of the cherry now.
Yeah.
After tasting it.
Yeah, the second sip gave me a lot of cherry.
Yeah.
The first sip was more like a charred wood and vanilla behind that. I'm writing charred cherry. I'm calling that one charred cherry.
I think that's a good description. Yeah.
Hey, while we're right here, before we started getting into this tasting right now, we had an array of just this delicious spread of food from Charred and Twisted. So if you're not following Charred and Twisted on Instagram or anything, get on it because they are a hot, up-and-coming catering thing here in the South Sound area that I'm really looking forward to them really kicking off and going public. It's Will's project, something he's working on, and him and his wife, they know how to cook up some barbecue. You would not believe the brisket I just got done eating. It was phenomenal.
smoked meats and cocktails, many of them featuring some of our Northwest bourbons. So.
Heck yes. Totally different.
Yeah.
Wow. Way more coating, mouthfeel, and more fruits. But not the medicinal fruits. More fruit snacks.
Yeah, it's like a almost like a fruit basket. Like I get cherries,
Yeah.
and strawberries.
There's bananas, there's apples.
Yeah. I think we're both going to favor this bottle. Aren't we?
Well, that one's over number one.
It is over number one.
It is over number one. So I'm calling it the smoked fruit basket. Because there's a smokiness in there.
There is. Did you ever have crunch berries? Captain
Yeah.
Crunch with the berries?
Yeah. There's that kind of almost maltiness, the grainy.
That's what I.
Yeah.
That's the memory. That taste brings to mind. Is just eating a bowl of crunch berries, but you took out all the little Captain Crunch and just ate the berries.
I am calling it smoked fruit basket of crunch berries. That is a mouthful of a name, but that's its freaking name. I'll tell you what. And that was the Sandman, right? It's the one with the Sandman on it. That's pretty good, man.
That's really good.
All right. Ooh, grapey.
I get some grape. I get some honey. Weirdly, which
No,
I didn't think that would be,
it's a like a grape flavored honey. Cause you know they have blackberry honey.
Mhm.
This is like a grape honey.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right, you know apple butter.
Yes.
Okay. So you see apple butter everywhere. Last year, we went to a farm who jars their own products and stuff, and they make a cherry butter. So it's just like apple butter, but instead of apples, it's cherries. Delicious, because that cherry note is kind of like subtle. It's not overly sweet. And it's just got this, like, you spread it over some bread, and you have this buttery, slightly cherry thing on warm bread. And I like this one.
You know, after you said that, then I smelled it again, tasted it again, and I get like a cherry cobbler.
Yeah.
A little bit of like.
You got
a
those
cherry
pieces
cobbler.
of crust in there.
Yeah, that buttery crust.
Yeah. So you get the char because they left it in the hotel pan too long.
Yeah.
Get the baking spices. All right, so I'm going 3, 2, 1.
I'm going 2, 3, 1.
So I went 3, 2, 1, and you went
2, 3, 1. So as long as Chester doesn't throw a wrench in things,
Then you'll get this guy,
same
and
thing.
I'll get that one. Okay, let's check. Choose charred cherry, comma, smoked fruit basket, comma, or cherry cobbler.
What do you get on that one? A little bit of brisket.
All right, so while we're waiting on Chester, I got something for you.
All right.
Yeah. I brought you a present, man. All right, this is for you.
Thank you. Ooh.
It is a U.S. Army bottle stopper. So it of course has the Army logo on it, and you don't have to worry about a cork rotting or drying out, or whatever the case may be. Or if there's a bottle that just could use some dolling up, make it a little prettier. You throw that U.S. Army one on there, because not only is that where we met, was in our Army unit, but you have dedicated many years of service to the U.S. Army, and I think that is a great thing for anybody to get anybody who is in the service.
Great. Yeah. Thank you. Beautiful.
All right, next one, you get to choose one of these 4.
Okay.
The first one is the current Instagram logo. for Northwest Bourbon. So that is the current logo that Northwest Bourbon has on Instagram and whatnot. The other 3 is our new logo that is coming out soon. Hasn't even hit the shelf yet. And I've got 3 variants of it because I want not only these bottle toppers, but hats, shirts, coasters, you name it. You're going to have a choice as a customer to get a full, vibrant red, white, and blue American flag one, or to get a subdued one that's black and white like when we're deployed, where our American flag on our uniform is black and white. It's subdued when we're deployed. But there's also an Army color OD green one. And so you get to choose which one of these 4 that you want, whether it's the Twitter logo or the vibrant red, white, and blue, the subdued, or the OD green. And what this is leading into is starting a Patreon. Okay, so what I see as a Patreon is you are supporting like social media content or whatever that you enjoy. They are giving you free entertainment, just like how we are. And you want to support the channel. You want to support that person. Like, hey, I'm willing to throw you, you know, $3, $5, $10 a month to help support you go on these journeys that I enjoy watching. I want to support you in doing that. But it's not just the support. There's also incentive in there. Like some channels give you, they do barrel picks. Some channels only give merchandise to Patreons. This is just the first idea I had of something different than all the other channels. Because every channel has T-shirts. Every channel has hats. Every channel has challenge coins. I haven't seen one other channel that has any bottle stoppers.
I haven't either.
Yeah.
And these are beautiful.
Yeah. And so if you look at our new logo, the outline design is that of a barrel. And then it has the Northwest Bourbon front and center, American flag as the backdrop. And then it has the mountains and the Space Needle representing the Pacific Northwest. And like I said, us being all Army veterans, we have the vibrant red, white, and blue. We have the subdued, like when we're deployed, and we have the OD green because we're Army. And so tonight I brought for you a U.S. Army bottle stopper and a Northwest Bourbon logo stopper. And in the Patreon, I've been working on it lately. And what I have set up right now is that if you join the Patreon after X amount of months, you get a Northwest Bourbon bottle stopper sent to you. But then if you do another 4 months, like I think it's the $5 tier, after 4 months they get a Northwest Bourbon bottle stopper, but they'll be able to choose which one they want.
Oh, nice.
And then after another 4 months, they get a bottle stopper of their choice, like in general.
Okay.
Because I have found some really cool ones, right? Like this kind of novel little guy that's just got a little wood ball on it. Mm-hmm. Nice and classy looking, right? But I've also found like different kinds of deer and elk, owls, roses. Like you want to put something on your Kentucky Owl bottle, your Four Roses bottle. And I got this one for myself.
Oh, nice.
Look at that! Isn't that cool? It's kind of a metallic, dark black skull, right? It looks like the Terminator. And so, your first bottle stopper as a Patreon will be a Northwest Bourbon. Your first bottle stopper as a Northwest Bourbon Patreon will be a Northwest Bourbon bottle stopper, and then your second one will be one of your choice. And when you get to that level, you'll be able to see a picture of all the ones that we have available. What do you think about that?
I think it's great. I think it's unique. I haven't seen any of that, and as you know, I watch a lot of Whiskey Tube, and so these are definitely beautiful. And looking at all 3, first of all, the new logo for Northwest Bourbon I think is amazing. I love the mountains in the background, just great. But you probably already know I'm going to pick, if I'm choosing between the 3, they're all 3 amazing. Yep. But I'm going to take the...
I was going to put money on the subdued one.
Because that just... Any soldier who's deployed, it just... there's just it means something
Yeah.
to you.
Yeah,
look
there's
at it
there
and
is
you
a
think about it.
there is a personal, like heartfelt, like sacrificial, nostalgic thing
You think
when it
about-
comes to the subdued flag.
Yeah, you think about
Yeah.
just your brothers and your sisters that you went with, and all sorts of memories just flood. So I'm going to go with the subdued one, but any one of those would have just been amazing, make amazing gifts. So thank you very much. And I've had that. That's the worst thing in the world is to go to one of your special bottles that you've been saving for a special day. You pull it off the shelf, you go to that cork, and it pulls in half. And
Yeah.
then some of it goes down in, and you're like,
Yeah,
I
you got to
just
pour it
ruined
through a coffee filter or
it's
something.
So bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking. So this is a great way to make sure that never happens.
And you know, one of my favorites. Look at the detail on that buffalo.
Wow, yeah.
That buffalo has got some beautiful detail.
Beautiful, yeah.
It's a handcrafted buffalo that is just majestic in its presence.
and then it looks
And-
like it has a cork,
Yeah.
but it doesn't.
And so the first person who comes and says, you know, after my, you know, X amount of months, I want the buffalo, they'll get the buffalo because it's first come, first serve.
And if you got a good bottle of Buffalo Trace that you love,
All right, so I sent Chester the numbers and I sent Chester the following one of the flavor notes, and I haven't got anything back from him. So I'm gonna go ahead and go forward with it. That your first choice is number 2, right?
no, that was me.
Yeah. Your first choice was number 2, and my first choice was 391. That's this guy.
So this is
So that Mysterio is going to Chester.
and that's good because it's a mystery, Chester, why you're not here enjoying all this fun.
Yeah. All right, man. So that was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Dude, that was a blast. I thought we were going to play more games because I thought that you and I would pick the same ones each time. And if Chester was here, then we'd have to play more games, including him as well. But end of the day, check out Side Action Gaming for a real big boy set of dominoes, dice, playing cards. If you don't know about Side Action Gaming and you and your buddies like to get together and play some games together, you got to get on that. Also, check out, if you're in the South Sound area and you like barbecue, check out Charred and Twisted because they're all about barbecue and cocktails. And what else do you need? All right, no, that brings us to our new slogan, okay? Before Northwest Bourbon was ever a thing, remember we had a slogan amongst ourselves as a crew, earn, protect, enjoy.
Yeah.
Because you can't be lazy. You got to go out there and earn and get after it. After you get it, you got to protect it. You got to take pride in it and defend it as yours. But it's not just that, because you have to enjoy it. And so that's why, like a year before Northwest Bourbon became a thing, we had a thing in our crew that our slogan was earn, protect, enjoy. And I have never shared that with the YouTube community before. And so there you go.
I like
And
it.
so it's going to be our new thing. Earn, protect, enjoy. Cheers.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, man. I love it. Dude, you really like these? You think they're dope?
Yeah, I do. I thought I didn't know you were doing that.
I know. I wanted to
think
surprise.
that's
I wanted
like
a genuine reaction.
That's like a unique. I love it, man.
I got to think outside the box. Get ahead of these kids out here.
Well, I already know one Patreon you're getting, so you know.
Fucking better.
No,